couple days later, my dad beat me up again with no food. We didn't have any food in our house. I was a poor
Really?
We can't depend on Americans to work because they don't want to work.
Okay.
It's not really about the money.
Okay.
It's the love of what I do.
Okay.
The Mexicans still have a work theory.
Okay.
The rest of them say,
They're
"Oh
dependable.
no, I'm gonna get paid whether I work or not." So
I'm doing what I love, and I love what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
So
The fire-eating midget.
Yeah.
Tell me about him.
It was our own slang.
Okay.
Now it leads people to think of a guy with tattoos from his toes to his neck with no teeth, rings in his nose,
Right.
And it's people off the street think they're Carnies. People, you know what I mean? Or they use it like a derogatory slang word. I hate to say it, but it's like the N word.
But now the carnival industry is $1 billion industry, and it's all run by families.
Billion, you're saying?
Yes.
And so you can't eat this stuff anymore. You'd have a heart attack.
Yeah, I don't do it. Maybe I'll eat a buck.
It shows off the traits that the judge wants you to see in the ring.
Oh, really? Good morning, everybody. You hear this carnival music here in the background? I love it. I am in Gibsonton, Gibtown, Florida, which is the carnival capital of the world. And there's a carnival industry event going on today, a convention. And I am here for it. We're going to learn about the world of the showmen today, or the Carnies, if you will. So let's go find out about this place.
I am the executive director of the Carnival World Museum here in Riverview, Florida. We bring happiness to everybody. That's our job. I mean, we have I have to add also that we're raising our kids out here on the road through the summer months.
Right.
There's 1,000 eyes watching my boys every day. Mm-hmm. They can't go from here to there without somebody saying, "Hey, Lee, your kids are hanging over here. Your kids are walking over there. Your kids are playing with this guy." Or they're at my trailer. They're playing with my kids today. And we all interconnect that way. It's like an old Italian neighborhood.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a very tight-knit family.
And if you're part of it, you're in there.
Right.
But if you're not,
You're not.
you're not.
And the only reason for that is if you're not in it and you haven't been vetted by one of us, some of us, all of us, we don't know who you are.
Right.
We're moving all the time. Mm-hmm. And the way the world is, there's too many cuckoos.
Is the term Carney no longer, is that offensive? Is showman the term that should be used, or is Carney offensive now?
Well, it's
explain
offensive if you're a showman. And most of us are showmen, show women. Carney just came, slang was our own slang.
Okay.
Now it leads people to think of a guy with tattoos from his toes to his neck with no teeth, rings in his nose, And there's people that want to join the carnival business, and they think that's perfectly acceptable. Oh, I'm a Carney. I joined yesterday, and I'm a Carney. No, it's a much harder to break into, more than people think.
So the difference between a showman and a Carney, how would you summarize it?
Nowadays?
Right.
Just people off the street think they're Carnies. People, you know what I mean? Or they use it like a derogatory slang word. I hate to say it, but it's like the N word or any other ethnic slur.
So does anybody ever call you a Carney? And if so, then what do you say?
Nothing. I say thanks. I don't even bother.
So it doesn't bother you at all?
No.
Okay.
No. And it doesn't bother most of us.
But when you're speaking amongst each other, you call each other showmen, or what do you call each other?
Oh yeah, we're all showmen. Yeah.
Showmen,
yeah.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
and that really implies to people that have been multi-generational, people that are excelling in any particular field on the midway, and you have to work up to be a showman.
Right. And so, what is the most common misconception about showmen or Carnies, or whatever you would like to call them?
The most common misconception really is that all the games are crooked. They're not.
That it's impossible to win the big teddy bear?
It's always possible, yes. But what
but people think it's impossible.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They think it's rigged?
Oh, yeah, and it's not. It's not. There's laws passed all over the country. You don't see any more wheels, any more dice games, none of that, because they're all considered gambling.
Okay.
So there is no gambling.
The thing that I want to ask you about is it's a traveling lifestyle, isn't it? So if you don't like travel and movement and that nomadic kind of lifestyle, you're not going to fit in, right?
No,
so how does that?
Listen, I'm a kid that ran away from home at 15. I joined the circus, not a carnival. It doesn't matter. It's the same type of lifestyle. And what it was a very comfortable lifestyle. As I said, everybody knew where everybody's kids were.
There's been a lot of, talk about immigration too. So people come in on these guest worker visas, the H-2B. Is that controversial?
No. 99% of our workforce now is H-2B visas.
Okay. 99?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
So
yeah.
almost no Americans doing it?
No, not much anymore. I mean, we all own it, the American-based business. You gotta remember, sometimes every single food stand is owned by a different family. They're not owned necessarily by the carnival.
Okay.
So we book in with the carnival.
Right.
So, you know, it's just, American people don't want to work like that.
They don't. And the problem is the nomadic nature of it, or the low wages, or both?
Oh, no, there's no low wages.
It's not low wages.
No, not at all. I mean, now that's another thing. It's a hard way to make easy living. We're so tightly regimented anymore by the government and local municipalities that you can't just give somebody $50 a week and a pack of cigarettes.
Right.
Yeah, back
So
in
it's
the
all
50s you
regulated
could.
and stuff
Yes,
like that.
very much
So
so.
the problem is the nomadic nature of it. Americans don't want to travel from one place to another for their job. Is that the problem?
They
or-
can't take the workload.
And so Americans are managing these carnivals, but they're not the
they
actual
own them,
workforce.
they manage them. No.
The workforce is from Mexico or Guatemala, or where are they from?
Anywhere they can get an H-2B visa. The carnival industry is doing fine. It really is.
Why did you do it?
Okay, that's all I ever wanted to do was be in a circus. I didn't know what, where, how, or when. Since the first time I ever saw a circus in my life, probably in kindergarten. Why? That's where I wanted to be. And I truly believe that all of us showmen, circus performers, all of us are chosen by God to do what we do. I really do. Because to put up with what we put up with for a 10-minute circus act, or a week at the fair, or 2 weeks at a fair, getting there, getting out, getting all of that, you have to love it.
Is it a calling?
It's a calling.
It's a vocation just like any other.
It's an absolute vocation. Yes.
Any regrets of getting into the industry?
No.
Like, would you do it all over
All
again?
over again.
Do you have kids?
At 4.
And are your kids in the industry too?
Only one.
Circus acts. Like, did you have a specialty? Like, what did you do?
I
What
had
was
one
it?
of 3 baboon acts anywhere in the world at one time.
A baboon act?
Yeah, I had 16 baboons.
No way.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. They did everything.
But I mean, you were there with 16 baboons on a
Yeah,
stage,
well, 12.
and they would put on a show.
Yeah.
You trained them, or how did?
Yeah, absolutely. I bottle raised everybody, trained them all.
That
Good
is-
living.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's museum, guys. I love this place. Learning a little about history of circuses and carnivals, and also the connection here to Gibtown. And so this place, it started to become the winter home of a lot of carnies or showmen, whatever you prefer to call them, in the 1920s. And there was Eddie and Grace LeMay, who were Carnival Cookhouse operators. They stopped to fish here in 1924, and they decided to stay, and it just grew from there. Isn't that interesting? Residents who lived in this town who were famous carnival sideshow freaks they had and things like that. Like, for example, Al the Giant Tomayani, who was supposedly an 8-foot, 4-inch tall fire chief, which I do not believe he was really 8 foot tall, 4 inches, no way, but you know, he was obviously quite tall. Who knows what his actual height was? I'll have to look that one up. And his wife, Jeannie, who was called the half girl. She was 2 foot 6 inches tall. What a couple. So one of the reasons, I don't know if this is why a lot of carnival workers came here or not, or wintered here or not, but they changed the zoning laws here to accommodate them, so that they could park, you know, their equipment, and so they could park elephants and circus trailers and all kinds of circus and carnival equipment on their lawns and stuff like that, which usually you cannot do that kind of thing. And the post office here in town even had a small counter for dwarfs because there were so many of them. Twins joined wonders. I'm just really into freak shows. Check that out. Woman or bear? Watch yourself.
Well,
What's your background in the industry?
in the industry,
Yeah.
I can tell you a sad story or a good story, but
Give us the good one.
Okay, in the good business, when I was just a young man down in Georgia, I was born in Louisville, Georgia. But when I reached 7 years of age, I was out working in a restaurant, mopping floors and washing dishes.
Okay.
You say 7 years of age, most kids can't tie their shoes at 7. But anyhow, long story short, a lady come through. The guy that owned that particular restaurant, they called it a road joint, was Roy Allen, and his mother-in-law came through, Billy Garber, and she was looking for a balloon boy to go on the carnival, and I fantasized
A balloon boy?
A balloon
Now
boy.
explain, what is a balloon boy?
Well, I didn't know that either. I fantasized everything, a man up in a balloon, a boy doing this, a boy doing that. So finally, I heard her say that she would pay $2 a day.
Okay.
Well, $2 a day to me I was going to be rich.
Right.
But anyhow, She went and talked to my mom the next day. I talked to her, and she talked to my mom. My mom said, no, my son's not going to run away and join no carnival, blah, blah, blah. So the lady left. She gave me all the information. She was going to Owensboro, Kentucky. So a couple days later, my dad beat me up again with no food. We didn't have any food in our house. I was a poor kid.
Really?
So anyhow, after that, I put a pair of pants. I only had one pair of shoes, had holes at the bottom.
Yeah.
I put a pair of pants in a bag, and I went hitchhiking, and I hitchhiked to Owensboro, Kentucky.
Wow. Now you said Carnies, then you changed to show people.
Well,
which term do you prefer? Is
Well,
Carnies
both.
becoming a bad word?
No, sir. No,
okay,
sir. Not
good.
at all. No,
Good.
not at all. But we are actually all show people because then you combine carnival people and circus people. See?
I see.
Then you become show people.
Ah,
She
that's
fed me, and she said, now you'll be sleeping in the back of the stand, in the back of the balloon boy that slept in the back of the balloon stand.
Okay.
What I found out was what you did was blow up balloons and tie them on a board.
Yeah.
And you'd live behind there. And I mean, don't feel sorry for me because I worked my whole life and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Well, you started as a balloon boy, and where did you go from there?
Well, I became an owner-operator.
Okay.
But here's all the history of our club right
Of the
here.
club.
This is how this thing started.
How do you become a member of the Showmen's Club?
Well, you have to be affiliated with any kind of amusement business. Sir, how are you?
I'm Dave. Good. Nice to meet you.
Scooter Riles, how are you, sir?
Damn glad you could see me.
This man here,
Uh-huh.
when I was a kid out on the Midway, this man here, Harold Case, used to work in nickel pitches, and it was what we call glass pitches.
Yeah.
So every day he slept up underneath a carnival ride called the Swinger. Then
No, it was a super swing.
Super swing, but it was a swing that swings way out. Well, matter of fact, we got one out here right now. But here, this man here, I've known him his whole life.
Really?
And he would come out from underneath that ride. I remember the grease on your face. He worked like he worked like three people.
Yeah.
We raised all of our. He raised his children out there up to be great citizens. I raised my kids out there, and they're fantastic.
And your kids came into the industry
And
too?
My son did, and my grandchildren are all into it. My daughter said she was out there until she turned 18, and she said, "Dad,
grandkids are fifth generation.
there you go."
Wow. And so do you still recommend it as a good industry to join?
Absolutely, but
You can
you'll-
still make a good living out of it, or
You
is
only
it
get
getting
out-
hard to make a living out of it?
You only get out of it what you put into it. So if you want to work 16 hours a day, you're going to get paid for 16 hours a day. If you want to work 2 hours a day, you get paid for 2 hours a day.
And it all depends on weather and a lot of other
Oh,
things.
we're like the farmer.
Economy.
All that stuff.
If we don't have the weather, we don't get the money. The
The weather.
foreigners are really coming in as laborers because
Setting up, taking down, what do
Right.
they do? The hard stuff.
our government finally realized that we can't depend on Americans to work because they don't want to work.
Okay.
Right or wrong. The people that we used to work
That's
as
the
Americans.
Especially, you figure they don't want to work anyway, and then especially if they got to travel and be somewhere,
Right.
That's out of their realm. So
Is it the traveling nature of the business that makes it unappealing to
Well, it
Americans?
is.
They don't
Well,
want to travel
some
from town to
people like
town,
it.
or
Like I like
I'll make
it.
sure you. So when you talk, I'll
I
make sure
like
you get
it
in
like
there.
that because
Yeah.
every spot we've done them for so many years. I got friends in every spot. They
Right.
invite you to dinner.
So the name of my YouTube
can't
channel
wait
is
when they
Mad
get
Traveler.
there.
So you're preaching to the choir. So I'm a traveler. Like for me, this is in my blood. Like I don't like to sit still one place too long. So I could have been in this industry. But for some people, do you think that's a turn off? Like is that a
Probably.
no-go? They don't want to move from place to place?
On the
Or?
people. Everybody's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, but they don't want to work. The real problem we have is the labor, the Americans. When you tell them that, in the olden days when Harold and I was kids, if you came on the carnival and you say you were the foreman on the Tilt-A-Whirl over here or whatever,
Right.
the pay was like maybe, let's say, $100 a week. The second man got $75. And when you told these people that, some of them, the Americans, the get-up-go guys, would say, oh, yeah, I'll take that job for $100 a week. But then at the same time, when they found out they got to work that ride every day, say you open at 10 o'clock in the morning
Right.
and you close at 12 o'clock midnight, then you have to clean your ride up, then you have to clean the midway up, and then you might get to bed by 2, but you got to be back on that ride by 10.
Wow.
Well, you do that for 7 days, and then you tear down. Well, the tear down is all night long to put that thing on the truck so you can get to the next fair.
Right.
And the minute you get it on the truck, you get in the truck, and what do? You drive.
Yeah.
And every Friday night, Lee told me it's one of the cheapest places to drink in town. How much does the beer cost? Couple of bucks?
I can go in there and treat you to a bottle of beer for about $3. I can go in there and treat you for a draft beer for $2. But we
Fantastic.
we take care of our own. I mean, we don't want our members to come here and
$2 beers.
Yeah.
But the public cannot come in here and drink $2 beers,
well,
can they?
not the public. It's not open to the public.
You have to have a friend.
You have to have a sponsor,
Yes.
because that's the only way. We have a liquor license, and we don't want to lose that, you know.
Are you aware of? Tell me about some of the famous people who have lived in this town, who are
Oh my God.
Carnies and circus people and showmen. Like, there's been giants, there's been sideshow people. Do you know any of them?
I knew them all.
Did you really?
I knew them all.
How many are still here?
Very few.
Aw.
Very few.
Who's left? Anybody I could meet?
You know, I really can't pinpoint. I mean, they've all went over the years. Harold, do you happen to know of anyone that's still left in Gibsonton, like the fat man or the tall man or the giant? There's nobody left, is there? They're all gone.
I think Pete's even dead.
Yeah, Petey did.
Who's Pete?
He was in our midget.
Oh, Pete the midget?
Fire-eating midget.
Fire-eating
The
midget.
fire-eating midget?
Yeah.
Tell me about him. How tall was he?
Oh, Petey was about 3.5 foot tall.
Shot a lot of pool.
Oh, he was a good man. And Grady Stiles, the lobster. Now, his son, Grady Stiles, the lobster man.
The lobster man?
He was
Who
a
was
member
he?
here.
Tell me about
He
him.
was a member at this club here, and he would come down
he's
here.
been dead several years.
Oh, he's been
There
dead
was-
several.
there
He got
was
killed.
news and
Now, why was he
everything.
called the lobster
If
man?
you
What did he
look-
do?
Look it up,
Okay.
and you can read his
He had-
story.
Google him?
This is what he had
They
right
killed
here.
him.
This was
They killed him.
Who killed? Say
called
it
a
again.
lobster boy. He didn't have these fingers. He only had these
Yeah,
two.
he was like this.
And people would pay to see him back in the day?
He set in a show, and the people would pay 50 cents or $1, whatever it was, to go into the show. His wife would do the microphone, and Grady would show
Depends on
him.
which wife.
He had a bunch of different wives, and one of them had him killed?
He had a few.
People today, which the public way back would call these people freaks. They weren't freaks at all. They
Right.
were just like you and I. They were just odd portions.
Right.
That's all. And so that term went by the wayside too.
Freaks?
But we had
Circus
special
freaks?
chairs. Andre the Giant used to come to our Friday night
No
meetings.
way. Andre the Giant?
Absolutely. Yeah, he was here. He was here. You already seen
I
his.
remember I was a boy when I started getting into wrestling, and Andre the Giant was very popular, like in the
Well,
70s.
you-
This is the club?
This is our clubhouse.
Beautiful place.
It just goes on and on and on and on. These kids today does not want to work. I mean, it's
That's the problem, is the work ethic?
is the work ethic. Exactly.
So you have to bring people from which countries? Mexico or?
Mexico, we import a lot of them, but we have 5 or 6 different countries that we import them to.
Right.
But the Mexicans seem to me that they work the
They're the
best.
best?
The Mexicans still have a work theory.
Okay.
The rest of them say,
They're
"Oh
dependable.
no, I'm gonna get paid whether I work or not." So they're
All in
slackers.
sake?
They're slackers.
Right.
They sit back and watch somebody
So
else.
fewer Americans are getting involved in this industry?
Yes, sir.
And
As
it's
far
other-
as
other
the labor
people?
end of it.
Yeah. It's the industry.
I am the incoming president this year of the Gibsonton Showmen's Club, and I come from a long line of presidents here. I'm actually going to be number 9 in our Arnold family to be the president here at the club. So we have a steep tradition here in our family, and we're here doing anything we can to support our community, and we just feel like everything that we can do to give back is a blessing not only to our community but for us in the sense of giving.
What is the special thing about this town? Because you also live here in Gibtown. What is so special about this town and its connection to the industry?
The camaraderie, because this actually is the hub of where most of the carnival people come to spend the winter, and they are all here. You can drive down the streets and you see a carnival town or a carnival here, a carnival next to each other. Everybody is next to each other. So if you need any support or advice or parts or whatever you need, everybody is here to help each other out, and it's very convenient for everyone. Well, I was born and raised in the industry.
Okay.
My parents owned Arnold Amusements, and my dad, Ivan Arnold, actually founded the Showmen's Museum.
Wow.
And so I grew up, of course, on my parents' show with my brothers, Tom and John, and my parents are both gone. And so the boys run Arnold Amusements, but since when I got married, my husband Terry and we bought our own carnival. So I own a carnival in Michigan, TJ Schmidt and Company, with
wow.
my boys. And
So your sons got into it too?
Yes, yep.
That's awesome.
And now my grandkids. So
And they're getting into
yes,
it too.
that's the one thing about this business. It's got to be in your blood to do it because it's a tough business.
The traveling nature of it
It
is
is.
difficult, right? So
Yes.
like you grew up in this. So were you homeschooled, or how were you educated?
Oh no, we were not homeschooled. That was one thing that my mom was adamant about.
And so what jobs have you done?
Well, I've run the popcorn cotton candy wagon.
Mm-hmm.
I run an elephant ear trailer. I shake lemonade. I can assist in the tickets wherever they need me. I'm pretty versatile. The carnival industry is a $1 billion industry, and it's all run by families.
Billion, you're saying?
Yes.
With a B.
Yes. It's all run by families and family.
Is the term showman a better one to use than Carney? Is Carney dead now?
Yeah, Carney is not
Is
really.
it still used or no?
when somebody's trying to say something derogatory, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you guys amongst each other, if you want to insult somebody, you'll say somebody's a carny?
Well, not so. I mean, we would never say it, but we just prefer showman.
I can understand why. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Thank you so
too.
much. I appreciate it. What do you do with Peekaboo Plush Toy Company? Are you the owner or manager?
I'm in sales.
You're in sales? So like, just curious about how much some of these, like the gigantic ones, because whenever you bring your kids to the, you know, to the fair, they always want to, this is what they want to win.
Around $50.
They're like 50 bucks. Like for retail or for wholesale?
Wholesale.
Wholesale, they go for like 50 bucks. And so for the public to buy them would be more like 100 bucks for the giant ones, something like that.
Well, they don't sell them. They have to win them in a game.
Right, they got to win them in a game. But like if you wanted to buy something
they would
like
have
that.
to spend $100 for sure, at least, to win something.
Over here with Marcus, and he sells. Describe what this is accommodation for carnival and show workers.
Carnival,
showman
show
workers.
workers, commercial. We do a wide variety of businesses on here.
Yeah.
Really just sleeping quarters, something to come home to cozily here
and so
and sleep
they
at the park.
employ the industry now employs many people, for a lot of them from overseas.
Yes.
And they're required to provide accommodation for these people, not
Yes.
just give them a job, but they
Right.
need a place to sleep because they're traveling from place to place, and that's where you come in, right?
Absolutely.
So let's take a look at this. What kind of accommodation they get? Now this is $66,000, and it sleeps
Correct.
8 different people. So go ahead, and I'll let you go first.
So,
You show us this place.
A few different things, and we do custom units, so we can customize them from floor plans, how many it's sleeping, interior, exterior setups on here.
Now does this have
aluminum
electricity?
steps here.
Usually they've got electricity and everything, or no?
Yeah, so this runs off 50 amp service on here. You've got usually about 4 different plugins here. Always set up with a spot for a mini refrigerator for the crew here.
So they get a little refrigerator.
Absolutely. These have individual air conditioners set up for each bunk room here. Keep it nice and cool.
Oh, so they have it's like a window unit type thing, but
Yes.
without the window.
Correct.
So they've got
5,000
AC.
BTU.
They've got. Do they usually? They probably have Wi-Fi. Do you think, and everything?
People can set it up with Wi-Fi on
Yeah.
here. This particular model does not have a furnace just because it's for
the
the
bunk.
southern states.
Right.
But this would be the bunk with the vinyl mattress protecting against bed bugs,
Right.
things of that nature. Comes standard with a TV backer for a wall
And
placement
they've
for your
got
TV.
outlets here and everything. Okay.
And a spot for your phone and connection there here.
Same?
Handy. Each one on this side is the same. These are
Each one's the same.
4 upper bunks across this side, and then our bathroom over on this side here as well. It does come toilet ready if you want to have a toilet option.
So wait, how many bathrooms are in each thing?
2. So we're gonna have 2
So
showers.
4
one
people
on
would
here.
share one bathroom.
Correct.
Well, this is nice. Like, look at this appliances. This looks like a new construction, like a condo.
Taking away some of the wood material, so you're not worried about rotting of the doors left open, things of
It's
that
nice,
nature.
isn't it?
A little bit bigger of a shower option than what's had in the past and some of these other.
Now, Marcus, this is
manufacturers.
probably considered like high-end carnival accommodation, right? Like, not everybody's sleeping in someplace this nice, are they?
Not everybody is, no.
So I
and
found it here, right on the side of busy Route 41 in town. Here it is. Here's the famous boot. This is the boot of Al the Giant. And you see here it says Al and Jeannie Tomaini. And he was supposedly an 8-foot-tall circus freak, and his wife was like 3 feet tall, and he used to carry her around. Folks, I'm just driving around Gibtown. Nundy Road, this is one of them. It seems like a lot of the, over at the trade show, we met a lot of the management type folks, right? Sort of almost the white collar showmen, right? And now here over on Nundy Road, I'm seeing a lot of the lower end sort of trailers. There's also some nice houses off this road too, but there's also some beaten up old trailers and stuff like that. And I see some carnival equipment out here too. So I think that this Nundy Road is where perhaps a lot of the wintering showmen or carnies or whatever you would like to call them live. And so again, like they're traveling most of the year, but then when they do have time off, this is where they winter. And sometimes, as we were hearing, like December might be, Scooter told us December was the only month of the year when he wasn't working. Some of them winter in these RVs, and you can see they've got some of their equipment out here and some of their stuff. Like you can see there's all these stuffed animals, like bags and bags and bags of these stuffed animals here. Trailer, I love it. Got the clown. So you can see they keep some of their equipment here too. Pretzels, nachos, pizza, draft root beer, Nathan's hot dogs. That's where they keep their stuff in the off season. Spoke to a few showmen and show women here, and they're very leery about being on camera. They do not want to be on camera. But one of them told me that all of this entire place, all this equipment, and pretty much all of these dormitories here, like a lot of these trailers are the ones that we just saw at the trade show that fit 8, 10, 12 people in them, whatever. All of that equipment and all those trailers and dormitories and everything are all owned by one guy who's from Wisconsin, and he runs, they said, most of the carnivals all around the state of Wisconsin. And he winters here. And I said, how's this guy doing? He said, this guy's rich. He's absolutely rich. And he's saying, this guy's just a worker bee, right? And he's saying that it's not a bad way to make a living, but the problem is now his daughter it's her time to go to school, so now he doesn't want to do it anymore. But he said that it's a very good business for those who are running carnivals. It's kind of crazy. I'm over at the Florida State Fairgrounds now in Tampa, like 20 minutes away from Gibtown. I thought, you know what? Before I wrap up this little showman adventure, let's go look at the biggest carnival in Florida, because it's only lasting for a few more days. And but of course I'm cheap, and I pull up, there's a number of massive parking lots here. Huge, like absolutely massive. I get in line there, I'm thinking, okay, it's probably, I'm so old and like disillusioned, or I should say disoriented with prices these days. I'm thinking it's gonna be $10 max. $15 for parking. I thought, no! Hell no, man. I'm not paying $15 to park. So I found a Jehovah's Witness. I'm cruising around these neighborhoods right near the fairgrounds. I found a Kingdom Hall, Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall, and I think, you know what? There's no way the Jehovah's Witnesses are gonna tow me. So I parked in a Jehovah's Witness place, and now I'm just walking. I had to dodge traffic, like 8 lanes of traffic to cross the street. There were 2 cop cars there, 2 sheriff's cars there. I was thinking they were gonna like help me cross. Nope. Had to like dodge traffic to run across the street. They do not want you arriving at the Florida State Fair on foot, folks. I will tell you that much. If you're a pedestrian, you are shit out of luck. Now I'm like almost there, and I'm wondering how much it's gonna cost to get in. I have absolutely no idea. Let's find out. $16. All right. So let's see what this $16 does for me here at the Florida State Fair. Friday afternoon, not too busy. So this is the final weekend of this place too. And it's a beautiful afternoon. Thank God I don't have to pay for any ride armbands. Deep fried butter, deep fried cookie dough. Interesting. What we got here?
Right here, we got these little balls here with 2 sticks. There's a cookie dough, chocolate chip. We got a Reese cup. And we have some Oreos inside the fryer there frying.
So these are Oreos?
And we got red velvet Oreos here and golden Oreos over here.
Red velvet Oreos and golden Oreos.
Yeah.
Nice, and here's the powdered sugar station.
Yep.
Are you tempted to eat these things?
Yeah. I've been doing it 20 years.
You've been doing this for 20 years, really?
20 plus.
All with deep fried foods?
Yes.
And so you can't eat this stuff anymore, you'd have a heart attack?
Yeah, I don't do it. Maybe I'll eat a butter once in a while.
Where do you live?
Louisville, Kentucky.
In Louisville? So do you travel with one specific company, like a Carnival company?
This is
or
me. This is my
So this is your personal business?
Yeah, exactly.
And you travel all over the country with this, or?
Pretty much, yeah. South Carolina State Fair, Florida State Fair, Indiana State Fair, and Plain City.
So do you guys park your motorhomes, or where do you live while you're here at the fair working?
I stay in Airbnb. Most people stay in
Oh,
RV.
do you really?
Yeah.
So you stay everywhere you go. You do an Airbnb.
Yes.
But most people would rent a.
They have an RV and stay inside the fairground.
And they're allowed to sleep inside the fairground. Thing about your job and lifestyle, and what's the worst thing about it? Wait, let's step further away from the music.
Yeah. The best thing is free time. I work 5 times a year, and I make enough money to live and spend time with my family. And
So 5 times for you, or how many months does that add up to?
About 120 days traveling and working combined.
And so how much? And then you have about 240 200 days off per year, or something like that.
Yep.
That's a lot.
So I'm living like a retiree, and I'm 48. So
you're 48. Wow. And what's the worst thing about it?
What is the worst thing? Long hours. Yeah.
How many hours?
No, I'm in here 12, 14, 16, sometimes hours.
So what time do you start in the morning?
I get here about 8 o'clock. I'll be here till 11.
8 a.m. until 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And how many days in a row is that?
However long the fair is, 10 to 12 days. Probably.
10 or 12 days. And then you take a break?
Yes.
And then how many days break before the next fair?
This one's only 10-day break.
A 10-day break. And then where's the next fair? Where will you travel to?
We're a couple months away. In August, we go to Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Check it out. Thanks again, Jeremy. I appreciate it.
Stick.
Jumbo mozzarella stick, okay.
Yes. This is our funnel cake.
Funnel cake,
We
okay,
have a
looks
chicken
good.
parm on a stick.
Chicken parm on a stick.
Yes.
Interesting.
We have our blooming onion with jalapenos, chives, bacon bits, cheese, and ranch.
Okay, coconut shrimp.
Coconut shrimp on a stick. We also have the
Nice.
ziti on a stick. I don't have it up here.
What about these things here? Corn dogs?
These are our corn dogs. And these right here are chicken on a stick.
And fried chicken on a stick. Thank you, brother.
Yes.
It looks good. $17 for a euro, man. 17. With tax, it was 18 something, but it's pretty damn good, I have to say. Dog Cheetos right ahead of us there. How much do those go for? 15 bucks. And how much are the donut burgers? $17 for a donut burger. So it's just a glazed donut with the patty. So there it is, right there, folks. Getting a frozen pina colada. Looks good. Non-alcoholic pina colada. $10 for a medium. It's pretty damn good.
Take that one, big one about no, this one.
Oh, there's the big boys I've been looking for. Hello there. Cow just gave birth this morning right here. That one, yeah.
More sprat.
And so how does it work?
So basically, we'll take these cows and we'll load them up on a trailer.
Show me which one's yours, first of all.
Well, so these are all hers. I'm just out here we're just sitting here with her. And you load them up into the trailer, and we'll go to fairs throughout Florida. And there's some cows that you can take to the shows in Washington, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and like she said, South Carolina. But so like when we get to the fairs, we'll wash them, we'll clean them, and we'll shave off their hair to make them look more dairy.
You shave off their hair?
Yeah.
Why?
So it makes them
They look cuter? Or?
I mean, you make them look more feminine.
Yeah.
Wait, they can't hear.
So usually it makes them look more
Oh,
feminine. It shows off the traits that the judge wants you to see in the ring.
Oh, really? To make them look more feminine?
Yes, sir.
So show me, for example, like, what you mean by that? Like with this one?
So when you clip their whole body, you click down here, they want to see the udder because that's what produces the milk and that's what makes them more desirable. And then you want to see like
Come a little closer because they'll hear you
but
better.
not nothing that like makes them look like they're too skinny. Obviously,
Okay, so they want to look nice and healthy.
You don't want to look like you're
I want to show your belt buckle too. What is that? That looks cool.
I won that with her. We went to
That's awesome.
Callahan. It was
That in there, yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. Wait, did they pay you guys for this?
Yes.
That's
blue
awesome.
ribbon's $50.
$50?
Yeah.
If you get a blue ribbon. What about just for bringing them here? Did they pay just to bring them?
It depends. There's some shows that they'll pay you to bring them there if you like put them on display.
So what's the most you ever made?
We got one. What was that Clay County? They paid like $500 if you won.
$500 to win?
Yeah.
But it costs money to bring the cows here, though. And like, there is an entry fee. So you don't do it for money, do you? You do it for fun?
mostly for fun. Yeah, it's like our hobby.
Mostly for fun?
We don't make a lot of money off of them because they're not
Right.
market, they're breeding. So it's
So,
just.
so wait, do you miss school for this?
Oh yeah, it's the state of
it's
Florida.
Under school business.
Yeah.
So I'm here under FFA, so
Okay.
that's with the school. It's all under excused absences. So if you tell your advisor, it's under the school, so they'll know you're not there for a reason, and then it's not an unexcused
So how much
absence.
time do you miss bringing the cows to the fairs?
Most fairs are either 3 to 4 days.
3 or 4 days. And how many fairs do you do per year?
I do about 6 fairs
This
per
guy's
year.
trying to nuzzle you out, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
He's trying to put his butt in your face. You do 6 per year?
About, yes.
And how many do you do?
Probably about the same as her.
6 fairs. Is it fun?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's really fun.
But in the state of Florida, it's a law that schools have to count it as an excused absence. It's for any kind of cattle or like 4-H, FFA, any event. It counts as an excused absence.
So and it's because they're trying to cultivate future farmers, right? And is that
Yes,
the work you guys want to do when you grow up?
Yes, sir. I want to go into agribusiness.
You do want to. What about you?
I want to do that and be a veterinarian.
Do you really?
Yes, sir.
What's the hardest thing about caring for these animals? Like, is there one part of the job you don't like?
Probably when you first get them, like if they're kind of crazy.
Put the mic a little closer.
You gotta halter break them and get them calmed down. But honestly, I don't think it's that hard to do. Like, if you're not scared of them, then.
What about cleaning up after them?
I mean, once you do it for a little bit, you're kind of used to
You're
it,
used to
so it
It's
doesn't
not
really
like
gross
cleaning-
you out.
It's not different than cleaning up after a dog. There's just more of it, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes.
And what about bathing them? Do you like that part of it or no?
No.
No.
You don't like the bathing?
No.
Why?
Because most of the time they get you soaked, and a lot of it you have to get down on the ground and scrub them. But
Well, what's the
This
most
has to be
fun?
done.
What's the most fun part of it? The competition itself.
showing and knowing that they trust you.
Cute.
Oh, you're speaking with CJ.
CJ, what's
Yes.
up, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Tell me about your job. What's it like?
Well, I'm a cook. I enjoy it. I'm doing something that I love. Unfortunately, my stand is not here, But the guy we work for has another stand, which we have a corn dog, funnel cake, and a lemonade stand that we work in. Yeah.
Good stuff. Do you enjoy cooking that kind of food?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you eat it too, or you try to stay away from that? Try to stay healthier?
Well, I do sometimes, but then sometimes I like home cooked food.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm the home.
Do you travel around to different fairs?
Yes, I do.
Tell me what parts of the country do you travel in?
Well, we go to Indianapolis, Springfield, Massachusetts, South Carolina, and Miami.
Which is your favorite one?
All of them.
You like all of them?
All of them.
And where do you guys stay? Motorhomes and stuff like that?
Yeah, we have what you call bunkhouses.
Bunkhouses. I've seen those. So there's like 8 different little compartments, or how many rooms? Like, how many people sleep in one of those things?
8 rooms and 2 showers.
8 rooms, so it's 4 guys or women sharing. Each 4-person shares one thing.
Yes, sir.
And does it work out okay? Like, I mean, do you get into like, hey man, it's my turn to take the shower. Get the hell out of the bathroom.
No. What you have to understand is that when
put the mic a little closer to get the music back there.
When you do this a long time, you become a family.
You do?
Yeah, once you become a family, I mean, you do have your odds.
So you get to know your roommates really well?
Yes. Get along with everybody, but you know, everybody has their ups and downs.
Of course.
Still, the most part of it, we all work together, treat each other with respect, and then, like I said, we're one big family.
Now, can I ask, how does the money compare working in that kind of a restaurant compared to working in just somewhat ordinary restaurant, just wherever?
Well, with me, you have to understand, it's not really about the money.
Okay.
It's the love of what I do.
Okay.
So I don't really care about the money sometimes. All I worry about is what I do. And me, myself, I'm taking a culinary arts class online to improve my skills.
That's awesome.
I hear people say something about money. When you do something that you love doing, money is not even an issue.
That's a good point. But why would you choose that type of restaurant work compared to a traditional restaurant? Do you prefer the traveling from city to city part?
Well, I was a mover before I did this. I was a mover for 27 years, so this is not my first time traveling. I've been all over the United States, you know.
So the name of my YouTube channel is called Mad Traveler. Because that's what I do. I love traveling.
Oh, man.
I'm crazy about traveling.
Yes.
So I can totally understand that. So do you prefer that type of lifestyle where like, okay, this week I'm in Indiana, next week I'm in Florida. You like that moving around?
Well, I've moved up in age. All my kids are grown, and it's just me.
How old are you, man?
I'll be 60 next month.
God, you look very good.
Thank you. And
I'm 53.
And the traveling part, it becomes fun.
Does it?
Yeah, it becomes fun because, like I said, I was a mover before I started doing any of this. So I already know about the traveling and all that.
Do you get time off?
Yes.
So, like, what's a typical week look like? Like, how many hours a week do you work, and then how many weeks do you get off?
Well, it depends on the fair.
Okay.
It really depends on the fair. Like this fair is kind of slow, so we get more days off than usual. But there are days where you got a busy fair and all day.
So during a fair like this, give me an idea of a typical day. What time do you start work in the morning? What time do you finish up late at night?
Like I said, this is a slow fair.
Is it?
And it's a slow fair, and I've been off until about this time here. I'm just now going in from 4 to whatever closing time is. So this is not a typical fair.
Okay.
A typical fair where I am cooking, I'm there at 6, and I don't leave until it closes.
Wait, 6 a.m.?
Yes.
Oof.
Because I have to get up.
And what time do they close?
Sometimes they don't close until 10 or 11.
Oof.
So, but what I do is I go in doing that of my own free will because I prep my food.
Okay.
And get everything ready for the people that's coming
in
and doing the service.
That's a long day, though.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Are you on your feet that entire time? Or do you sit down sometimes?
In my cooking area, I do have a bench that I sit on.
Okay.
To relax or whatever.
Oh my goodness, but that's a long day.
Like I said,
you don't mind it though.
No, when you're doing what you love, you don't even look at it like that.
That's awesome.
You know.
And so you work in a ton of hours.
Yes.
During one fair, like if it's a busy fair.
Yes.
And then you get paid by the hour. So like the more you work, the more you make.
No, you actually get paid by the fair.
By the fair.
Yeah, by the fair.
And it's like, is it a percentage of like the more money they make, the more money you make?
I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I've been working for these people here.
Yeah.
I don't even question what I get paid because, like I said, the money is really not an issue.
You don't question them.
No, I don't question them.
Whatever they give you.
What he give me, I appreciate it because of the way he treats me.
So you work super hard during the fairs, and then you take a little time off.
No, when I go home, I go to work.
Oh no, you're working at home too.
Listen.
So what do you do at home?
I'm a roofer. I do sheetrock. I do painting. I do landscaping, remodeling. I do a little bit of everything. So.
And out of all those jobs, which one you like the best?
I love doing this.
This one the best.
I love this.
And why?
Because there's not all the complications, and pretty much when I'm cooking, I can pretty much do what I want to do, and that's what I love. There's not nobody standing over and say do this, do that. Or you're done yet, or this yet. When I'm cooking,
you're the boss.
Pretty much.
That's good.
Pretty much.
That's good. So that's the best thing about it. What's the worst thing about the job, or is there any negatives about it?
There's no worst thing about it.
You like everything about it.
Worst thing about it.
You're a positive person, man. I would like to hire. If I had a business, I'd like to hire somebody like you.
And I wouldn't. Listen here. Let me tell you something. At my age now, and doing this, I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I'm going to continue to do it as long as my body and my health allows me to do it. I'm going to continue to. Like I said, I'm doing what I love, and I love what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
So,
but I'm just wondering about the family situation, like, because I'm thinking, okay, if you're living in one of those things, what if you got a girlfriend or a wife, or like, how does that kind of work?
Well, she could kind of be in.
Are they allowed to?
You can accommodate with that person. I mean, if that person is here, a lot of times that person works here. So you're working together and you're living together.
Okay. But I mean, if you just meet a lady friend, or I mean, like, are you a single man or are you married?
No, I'm single.
You're a single man.
I'm not. I'm looking.
Can you date or can you?
Yeah, you can date. I mean, you can date and do all that. I mean, but me, like I said, this is a business for me.
Right.
I'm trying to build a future.
So you're not here to date people, stuff like that.
If I meet somebody, it's okay.
Right. Okay.
This is a carnival.
I'll say goodbye to you guys. I don't want you to be late.
Okay.
Sorry. What were you going to say,
This is a
CJ?
carnival. All kind of things go on in a carnival. So you can't say not do this, not do that.
Right.
You have to be your own person.
Right.
That's what you have to remember. You have to be your own person. Whatever this person decides to do, the next person might not do.
Let's step this way so that because the sun's not in your eyes.
Yeah, the next person might not do.
Yep.
Like I told you, with me, this is a business.
Right.
Yeah, I'll drink a few beers and all that there, but the other stuff, I don't have time for.
So for young guys, last question, would you advise this as a good career move? Like, would you recommend this industry for people looking for a job? Because a lot of people are out of work.
And I'm just going to be honest when I say this.
Right.
If you're between the ages of 21 to 27, find something else to do besides this.
Don't do that one.
Because me, I've done a lot in my life. I've done a lot in my life. And I started doing this 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I started liking it. Whatever you do, if you don't like it, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But if you're in your young in your 20s, probably do something else.
I wouldn't encourage him.
Okay.
If my son asked me, Dad, could I go out? No.
Do you have a son?
I have a son and 4 daughters.
And so you have 4 daughters and 1 son. You would not encourage
them to come in this
not
field.
to do this field.
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. And I'm just being honest.
To do something more lucrative, or what would you recommend?
I recommend whatever they feel that they like, that they want to do, because everybody don't like this.
Amen.
You're going to interview some people, they're going to tell you some things, they don't like this.
Right.
Because I'm telling you something, the people that we work for are special.
Okay.
They treat us like
They're
family.
good people.
Everybody don't do that.
Okay.
Everybody out here, and if you go around and interview some people, they're going to have some bad things
Sounds
to
like
say.
you got lucky, huh?
Yeah, they're gonna have, because I worked for some people before I worked for them that wasn't nice.
They were shady?
Oh man. These people here that we work for are the best people I've ever been around, the best I've ever been treated.
So real quick, those other people, what'd they do bad? Like they don't pay enough, or they don't treat you good?
That's number one.
They don't pay.
And number two is the atmosphere wasn't right. The atmosphere just wasn't right.
Rude, like just don't treat you good?
See, listen, inside of you, your soul will tell you where you need to be. And I knew I didn't need to be there. And as a matter of fact, this is the spot that I left and started working
right in
with
this
these people.
spot.
This spot here, they used to have a turkey leg stand right there.
Wow.
And I used to work for them.
So it sounds like you made a good move, CJ.
Oh, I did.
Sounds like
Personally and businessly
Thank
wise,
God.
I made a good move.
Hey guys, I don't want you to be late for work. Thank you so much. I think this is a good time to wind up the video because I just got busted by the cops for flying my drone here. And you know what? I was not buzzing over the rides really or anything. I kind of just went straight up and straight down because, it is a busy state fair. But I did want to get some shots for you folks. You see what I do for you folks? Almost just got arrested. But they said, do you have any ID? So I thought, all right, let's just give them a business card. So they're looking at my business card. Mad Traveler, huh? Yeah, Mad Traveler. And what do? They're interviewing me, right? It's like an interview. I should have handed them a microphone. I should have recorded, but I don't want to piss them off, And then they're like, let me see your driver's license. They're copying down my address. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Are they going to arrest me for flying this thing? And no, they said, I said, well, is this a restricted area? Is it illegal to fly a drone here? Did I do something illegal? And they said, well, no, it's not restricted, but it's kind of a safety issue. I said, okay. And then they were on the walkie-talkie with someone, and I thought, oh, what in the hell is going on? And they said, well, are you leaving? And I said, yes. Because, when you're getting accosted by the police, you do kind of want to just leave, don't you? But I said, yeah, I'm leaving. So you're not going to fly it anymore? No, I'm not going to fly it anymore. Okay, all right. So they gave me my driver's license back. And then they said, well, what phone number can we reach you on? Can we reach you on this this phone number here on your business card. I'm like, reach me? Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna call me? What are we gonna talk? Are we gonna make plans for the weekend? So I don't know what the hell just happened here, folks, but I'm not in handcuffs or anything like that. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it with me this far, love you guys. People who make it to the very end of these videos are my absolute favorite. And of course, as always, I like to remind my absolute favorites, I love all my subscribers, but none more so than my mom, who watches every minute, every second of my videos, usually 2-3 times, so be just like my mom. And thank you so much, folks. I hope you enjoyed this little adventure, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.